see how many people are going to join on the 4th of July. So no, not everybody's in the US. Let's make sure I can find me. There I am. Okay. Who wants to join me? Come on. You gonna dance? Oh, I got a viewer. Yay! Jenny, Emily. I have 3 viewers. Yay! Today's not gonna be long. It's gonna be short. But I still wanted to touch base with you guys. Hey, Jenny! She's gonna dance till we get some more people. Hi, Emily. I can't dance. I'm whiter than white. White French, white Irish, no rhythm. Hey, Laura. Hey, Brenda. Who else we got? What time is it? Ooh, it's 2:59. That's about the extent of my dancing abilities. Hey, Ariana. I can do a sprinkler. I can do a bus driver. Can do this. I hope everybody is having a fantastic weekend. Happy 4th of July for all of my fellow US people. I was gonna have sparklers or something, and then I remembered I let all my kids use them. All my kids. I let my kids use all of them. So we're just gonna pretend that I've got like sparklers in the background and fireworks. But I wanted to kickstart social media month. Yay! You guys love social media, don't you? You just love trying to get people in on your Facebook and your Pinterest and your Instagram. Isn't that your favorite part of your business? No? That's okay. So I'm gonna be going over the course of the month. Just popping in to say, hi, family's here, so I'll have to catch you on the replay. Not a problem. I totally don't expect everybody to, be here right now. But I figured there are lots of non-US people that still might want to see tips and tricks. I do have a barbecue to go to later, so I'm not going to be too long. But over the course of the month, I'm going to be doing a compare and contrast between different methods that are suggested for your social media. So yay, Jenny's starting up Pinterest. Yeah, build it up. So on Faux-Ferocity, I'm going to do what we've been teaching, the 80-20 rule. All right, where you do 20% products and story, 80%, DIY projects, food, entertainment, 80% entertainment. Yeah, Sandra, that was the sarcasm. I've never heard anybody go, yeah, social media advertising, woo! On my ShopDoc site, I'm going to try a new method. And over the course of the next 3 weeks, 3 weeks after today that we're in July talking about social media, I'm going to contradict things that we have taught and try new things. Because that is what having a business is. Even when you think something is working, it is always best to also try something else and see if that something else is either going to do better or worse. It's all about trial and error. Nobody's ever going to get it right the first time. It's just not going to happen. You could say, well, I've only had my shop for 6 weeks and I've gotten 600 sales. That's fantastic. It's not always going to be the case. You got to do something. You got to keep trying stuff to get new things. So this new process that I'm going to try with the ShopDoc is not posting any entertainment. Zip, zilch, nada. I'm going to be using the ShopDoc for a base of ad control. Promoting, talking about my own products that I offer, ads. That's it. It's going to be just based on the ShopDoc. And at the end of the month, I'm going to share with you guys which one works better. And maybe even later, maybe I will continue it and then swap it. Do just products on Faux-Ferocity and do 80-20 rule on ShopDoc. That way, because one's a service provider and one's a product provider. So there's a few different things I need to test out here. But I'm going to take you guys on that journey with me, because I cannot say that one thing works better than the other when I haven't tried it out myself. This is also why I am working on setting up my own Shopify. I want to help you guys as much as I can. And I know Etsy inside out, upside down, and backwards. But not everybody's on Etsy. So I need to teach myself as many different things as I can and tell you that I have tried this and this works better. I have tried that and that doesn't work. So that's what we're going to be working on. So I have a few things on the posting only ads that I'm going to look into in the next couple weeks. But for today, I wanted to focus on two main things. I want to focus on Instagram a little bit. I am no expert in Instagram. And Facebook a little bit. So how many of you have a Facebook page? Oh, and then at the end, I'm going to be offering just my viewers, you know, that exclusive group of you who, you know, I've obviously got 21 dedicated people who, whether it's a holiday or not, want to watch me because I'm flipping awesome. Just kidding. I'm not really that self-conceited. But because you guys watch me so often, I am going to give you guys an exclusive offer at the end of this. So stay tuned. How many platforms do you sell on? Currently, I have Faux-Ferocity on Amazon, or Handmade at Amazon and Etsy, and I'm working on Shopify. ShopDoc has its own .com or .co, and it's on Etsy, and I'm working on getting it in the new services and Handmade at Amazon. I just made one, but I haven't done anything with it yet. I forgot what the question was that I asked. How many of you have a Facebook? Is that what I asked? I do, but very little likes. I have a Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. Okay, so either way, whether you do the 80-20 rule or whether you just use it for base for ads, you want to focus on one social media platform at a time. Because there are so many things we have to focus on with being shop owners. We have to do our pictures, we have to do our descriptions, we have to create the products, think of new designs for products. So if you have all of that, plus each platform works in its own little quirky ways. So you have to remember all the Facebook quirks, all the different Pinterest quirks, all the Instagram quirks, all the you said shirt, and so I read t-shirt. Thank you. It's my little Boston Red Sox jersey. And all the Twitter twerks. So if you only have to focus on one of those at a time and you really just get it mastered, then you can add another layer of social media. So I suggest picking one. If you have that focus on Facebook, I suggest for those of you who have a Facebook page, list your products on your Facebook page. Now, granted, this is only going to work for those of you who have products you can make over and over again. Things that are one of a kind, you're not going to want to sell on multiple platforms, because if it sells on, Etsy, it's not going to get taken down on Facebook. But if you have a PayPal, or there's another payment process, I forget what it's called, but it's got a little green logo, I think. You sign up with either one of those, and that way you can now do ads with your Facebook that have carousels on the bottom. I don't know if those of you saw, I did an ad with ShopDoc in the Joyful and Flourish Market last week, and I put up a new picture. I had an ad. I did my copy, and then I tagged 2 listings from my Facebook shop. So I was able to tag my higher priced coaching call and my lower priced mini critique. This way, the people saw the ad, they saw what I was trying to talk about, and they got to see 2 different prices of 2 different products. And if they wanted it, they could click on it right there and buy it. So it's so important to add your products to your Facebook page. I do this with Faux-Ferocity also. But unlike Etsy, where you can duplicate your listings, you can duplicate your listings, but you're not going to want to, because Facebook, you're not trying to pull in people for SEO. I've been able to do that on Facebook linked to Etsy. Oh, that's cool. I have my Etsy linked to my Facebook, I think. Fairly certain. But I've never been able to see it do if you add a link, they can click it. but I haven't been able to do that. I'm not very... Facebook ads, I'm still working on it. The main thing I'm trying to get around is adding your listings to Facebook because I think it can be helpful. But on Etsy, you're going to have multiple listings because you're trying to use a whole bunch of different SEO terms. So you're going to have like one listing that says faux nose ring, one listing that says fake nose ring. But on Facebook, you're already gathering your target market. Oh yeah, you can tag individual products. Huh. I'm going to have to ask you about that later. See if we're talking about the same thing or not. But on Facebook, you're not going to want to have two different listings that are the same thing with different words because you're already gathering your target market. So there's no point in having the same listing twice with different titles. I'm just going to have one listing that says fake nose ring. And then you can pin your shop to your Facebook page so when people come in to see some, if we're doing the 80-20 rule, if they're coming in to see some cool listing or some cool post that you did, they're going to see your listings in there. And they can shop right from your Facebook page. Let's see here. Now, when you do these Facebook posts, you know, we're always saying post stuff, post stuff, post stuff, post stuff to Pinterest, post stuff to Twitter, post stuff to Instagram. It's not just about posting and running, right? Just like if you find other groups that you think that you belong in or other groups that are going to be interested in your products, you don't want to just post your link and dash because that's obvious. You're just like kind of, you know, throwing some food out there and hoping somebody comes and bites. You need to make a catchy title for sorry, dyslexia is catching in. Catchy description. You need to keep it short. Hi! You need to keep it short but intriguing. Almost like those clickbaits. I mean, don't make it clickbait, but those things that were like, you'll never believe what happened, blah, blah, blah. And it gets people to click it. You need to think of something that's going to make you do that. Something that's going to make the customers go, okay, where's she going with this? Click. And you want to have a catchy picture. You want to have catchy caption? Catchy picture. Let's see, there was a whole thing I had going on with this. Okay, so headlines matter. Creative, better titles that help your post be more promotable on social media, or create a new title specifically for sharing your social media content. And they're saying exactly what I always say. Don't just settle for one title. You should be posting your content multiple times. And this is another theory. People are always afraid that, you know, if I keep posting, people are going to unfollow me because they're going to, you know, not like what I have to say. That's not true. If people are following you, it's because they want to hear what you got to say. If I'm not going to do a video every Tuesday because I'm afraid you guys aren't going to like what I have to say. You don't want to hear from me? If you don't want to hear from me, you're not going to watch my video. But I'm going to do it every week because I want to. And the people that want to watch me are going to come. So create multiple titles and perform A/B testing to see which headlines most effectively promote your content on which social media network. So they say that there's this tool called, I have not tried this, disclaimer, I'm not affiliated with anybody for anything. For whatever I talk about, I ain't got no affiliations with anybody. But use a tool, it's called BuzzSumo, to help you research effective titles for the same type of content per social network. So I'm going to share this link with you guys. I'm going to share a couple links. So this is the BuzzSumo.com that they're saying to test your titles. And this is the article that I'm referencing about this. So you need to create a headline that matters. You need to customize it for the platform that you're trying to, hi Laura, that you're trying to appeal to. When sharing content, utilize the customizable posting features on each social media platform. This includes the headline, the image, and the description of the content you're sharing. Every marketer and social media user is competing to catch the user's eye. The more you optimize your post for a particular platform, the more effective your social media promotion will be. For example, If you share a link on Facebook, you have the opportunity to create a post that truly stands out. All you need is an attention-grabbing headline, a clean, relevant image that piques interest, which may be different from the featured article image, and a short, compelling description. With this formula, you can entice readers to click on your content in the same manner. Appending your content with hashtags helps it be more discoverable for those social media networks that see them, like Twitter and Instagram, sometimes Facebook, but not really Pinterest. And then they showed a tweet that's got a picture, and I have no idea. It says how to fight halitosis with event swag and tchotchkes. Hashtag Halloween, hashtag marketing. I have no idea. They might as well be speaking German. I have no idea what they're talking about. That would not appeal to me. I'm not their target market. Share at the right time. So many of you ask, when's the right time to post a new Etsy listing? When's the right time to promote on Facebook? When's the right time to put Instagram posts? Though this tip may seem like, it's common sense, many content marketers overlook this simple concept. For maximum engagement, the content you're sharing needs to reach as many people as possible. There's a really loud motorcycle. Okay. Yay, 4th of July weekend. So you have to go where the crowd is and when they're online and active. Then you can compile a posting schedule. So keep in mind that different social media platforms may not have the same peak times. While there are many infographics telling you the best times to post on social media, some of it simply comes down to understanding how users engage on each social network and experimenting. I cannot give you a chart that says post at 9 o'clock on Facebook, post at 12 o'clock on Instagram, post at 5 o'clock on Etsy. I can't. It won't help you. I need you guys to do lots of research this month. These new Etsy stats that we have are so perfect because there are charts that tell you what platform people are currently coming from. Whatever your biggest one is, have that be your focus this month. I thought mine was going to be Facebook and Instagram. Turns out 55% of mine is Pinterest. I did not think that punky, rebellious millennials were going to be on Pinterest. I'm wrong. It happens. I now know only 2% of my all-time social media was from Instagram. So for me personally, it doesn't even matter what time people post to Instagram. I'm not going to do it much. If something happens, I might, auto post to Instagram. But I'm going to stop banging my head against a wall trying to get more Instagram followers because that is clearly, over the past 6 years, not where my people are. So you guys have to do your own research. Just like you each have to do your own keyword research, you each have to figure out what style you want your shop to be. This is a buttload of work. And I am perfectly aware of that. And I empathize. I do. And I will research as much stuff as I possibly can for you guys. But I want you guys to also reciprocate that effort. And I need you guys to look at your stats, see what social media platform you want to play with. And it's time consuming. You can't just post once at 3 o'clock and say, oh, well, I didn't get into any interaction. Was it a holiday weekend? Was it on a Monday or is it on a Friday? Are you posting your products on Thursdays, which are payday? Or are you posting them on Sunday when people are having family time? All of this stuff is research. And it seriously takes about a year, for myself anyway, and I find myself fairly intellectual, to figure this out. But in that article I posted, there are also links to, they have a link for infographics. They have a link for the best times, quote unquote, to post on social media. When your shop is newer, it is that much harder. Because I was just working with somebody and their stats, they just didn't have that much stats to look at. Mute. So they didn't have that much stats to work with. So it's more work for you because you have to give it time. to figure it out. You have to give it time to apply different things. It took me a long time to figure out that my people were cat people, not dog people. And now I'm going to try out a new method and see if they even want to see all of this goofy stuff that I'm posting, or if they really do just want me to promote my products and do giveaways and post ads and, you know, sneak peeks. So even though my Facebook has blossomed over the past year doing what I'm doing, I'm still going to try something new because maybe it can get better. Maybe I'm not doing it right. Who knows? Not only that, just like your SEO changes, people change their terminology, new things are popping up all the time. But you're right, Sam, when you have a newer shop, it's a lot harder because you don't have the information yet. You need to give it a few months. Still keep posting things, still take notes on everything you can. What are you posting? When are you posting it? Where are you posting it? What was the engagement like? How are you sharing it? What are you spending? Are you targeting your, like when you do an ad on Facebook, are you specifying your audience, like the age, the location, their interests, which is something else we're going to go into as well, because you don't want to just say only the people that like me, because then you're paying for, you know, all 15 people to see your post. Not that I'm insulting you guys, it applies for myself as well. So share at the right time. Some of it simply comes down to understanding how your users engage on each social network and experimenting. Some social media platforms have featured designs to aid you in this process, such as Facebook Insights. It kind of works like the Etsy stats. In addition, third-party tools such as Follower Wonk help estimate the best times for some platforms. And it gives you links to Facebook Insights, Follower Wonk, and all that stuff. I have never used Follower Wonk. I've never even heard of it, but I'm going to be clicking it and reading as much stuff as I can. All of you guys that are having slow sales right now, especially today, well, granted today you're probably out with your families and stuff, but when you're having slow times like this, it's the perfect time to research. Read as much as you can. Research everything. And I'm not saying to obviously rely on us too in Flourish, but I'm just saying that as many articles as we post, as many videos as we do, just read everything. And once you start reading things 3 or 4 times, noticing a whole bunch of people are doing it, try it out. And then that one post that you only read one time, it's your call. If you want to try it out because nobody else is trying it, or if you want to ignore it because not enough people are talking about that method of promoting. You guys with me? Am I just rambling? I know I tend to do that. I get a lot of traffic from Facebook, but I also post in groups as well as my page. So I find it a little hard to really figure it out. But I guess if I really critique myself, I'm not consistent with a lot of things, so I know what makes a difference. Too many things, too many directions. Exactly. That was actually something I read in another article earlier this morning, is they were saying that if, there's the river of social media, if you set out a whole bunch of different canoes and you face them different directions, how are you going to know if you get anywhere? As opposed to if you tell everybody, you lay up all your canoes and say, go this way. Obviously, you'll see which one starts and stops, which one goes a little further, which one didn't even make it out of the starting place, and which one friggin' flew. It's a lot easier. Yay, multitasking. I don't miss that. All right. Don't be afraid. So this is something else I'm going to try. Don't be afraid to post multiple times. Numerous data studies suggest that you will be more effective by promoting the same content multiple times on social media. I do this a lot. This is the French part of me, is I speak with my hands. If you tie my hands down, I physically can't talk. So I'm sorry if that's distracting. Use the multiple images and multiple headlines for your content. This way you engage with your followers without them even knowing you're reposting the same content. Social media users don't see most of your posts on any given day anyway. So even though I've got 5,000 Facebook likes, I think, I could be wrong. How many do I have? Oh, I have 4.7. Even though if I post not all 4.7 thousand people are going to see that post. Maybe 100 will. So if I change the way that my title is worded, if I put a new picture in there, but it's the same article or the same content, it's going to reach 200 different people. And they're not even going to know that I'm relaying the same content over and over because I've slightly tweaked it.
When you're 5, you're always the best.
Honey, still live.
Sorry.
He's playing video games and talking to them like they're real people. But I love him. All right, social media users don't see most of your posts anyway, so posting multiple times ensures your audience has a chance to see the content. Ask questions. How many times have you guys seen, I love using Heather as my example, Heather Jones, the lady we all love, she asks questions, whether it be in the lounge, whether it be when she posts on her own page. She asks you a question. How many of those posts that we all interact with in the lounge start with a question? Ask questions in your posts because people want to know the answers and they want to talk about themselves. Just like when you're at a story. Yes, when you attend a story, when you're in a group gathering, family event, everybody's telling stories, you're anxious to tell yours. I do it all the time. I don't mean to be rude and cut people off, but I totally do it in a heartbeat because I get so excited and I don't want to forget what I have to say. Because we love talking about ourselves. So do your people. Ask them questions. Ask them, what are they doing this weekend? Somebody posted, I think it was Heather, post your family pictures from this weekend. And what did 300 people do? They posted their family pictures. She asked, even I did it. I did it on my own post. I said, how would you describe me? If you had to describe me with one word, how would you do it with a GIF? Don't tell me what the word you type in is. I got 50 people that posted GIFs about me. You can do all kinds of questions. People love interaction, and any social media site also loves interaction. So this is going to boost your ranking. And this goes also back to, the next part of this goes back to what I said earlier. Don't just drop links. Drive social media users to communicate with you and increase the chances they engage with your content by asking questions and feedback. Social media was made for people. Sadly, it was not made for businesses. So you should always be striving to create a human connection with social media users. The beauty of social media marketing is that it can improve both your public relations and content marketing. Simply by asking for a response. To generate feedback and promote engagement on social media, include a question with your content that compels your readers to respond. Better yet, create a question for some of your headlines and test out the waters. Are your people into drama? Are your people into TV shows? Are your people into comfort and peace? If they're into drama, do those, clickbaity types, like click here to see what happened and show like the first 5 seconds, or show a still frame where there's, kind of like they do on, I don't know how many of you guys watch America's Funny, some videos, but Tom Bergeron used to do this thing where it was like, where's he going to get hit? Is the ball going to hit him in the head, the groin, or not at all? And everybody would guess. So you could do a post like that, post a picture of your stuff, or I don't know. I can't be creative like that, but just something where it's a picture that gets them going, well, what's the answer? I need to click to find out. Questions are a great attention grabber and help foster a community of connection that results in more effective social media promotion. So next is sharing on the right platform, which is where your Etsy stats come in. Granted, if you don't have a Pinterest page, you don't know if Pinterest is the best for you. If you only have a Facebook page, you're obviously going to focus on your Facebook for a while. But with so many social media sites constantly sprouting up and vying for attention, it can be hard to keep up, which is why you don't want to do them all. You only want to pick one for now. Just when we thought we knew everything about the emergence of Ello, now comes Sue. Again, I have no idea what they're talking about. Having accounts on various sites could be advantageous for fostering innovation and staying creative, but it can also be difficult to choose which platform to post your content to. To reiterate, since different sites serve different purposes and audience, it is crucial to familiarize yourself with the major social media platforms your target audience uses. Avoid redundancy and simply dumping content across all the channels. Concentrate on the platforms where you have the highest chance to engage your audience. Use this list of content promotion tools to see which platform best suits your needs. And for those of you just joining us, I'm going to also share this article that I'm reading, / narrating, / mocking. All right. What time is it? Oh my gosh, it's already 3:30. All right, there was another thing I wanted to go over. I think it was on a different article, though. I think I might have to bump well, I'll say a short blurb about Instagram. I haven't done this yet, again, because my Instagram is not where my people are. But this is also a link that talks about how Instagram stories can be great for your business. So it says, now that Instagram feeds are arranged by popularity rather than chronological order, it's more challenging to get visibility for your business. Posting Instagram stories can help you get in front of your target audience. Instagram also finally lets you include links and mentions in your stories. So for those of you that need a clickable link to a product, post an Instagram story. It'll make it easier for viewers to browse your shop and your products. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Did you hit something?
I'm just walking into the couch.
Oh. My husband's the IT techie nerd, and for his birthday back in February, I bought him Oculus, that 3D goggles where you go in a new world. And because he cannot see where he is going, he keeps walking into walls, walking into the couch, punching the TV. It's actually kind of funny. But I just keep thinking that he's falling over dying. I just bought a book called Social Media Marketing for Dummies, and I will be reading that in addition to watching all the presentations. Yes! Yes! Always read new books. Always. I love reading. If I could not post products, and as much as I love being a creative, I love researching things, and I don't know why. That's why I kind of started the Shop Doc, because I wish I could just get paid to research, because it's my favorite thing. Take a look. They have an example in that link I provided at the Instagram story from a social media influencer, Kalia Quinn. She included a link about a yellow bar stool she made because many of her followers had asked for more information about it. Notice the see more prompt at the bottom of the video, which encourages viewers to swipe up. The mention on this Instagram story is also tappable. As shown below, it takes followers to the official page. When viewers swipe up in the See More tab, they're directly blah blah blah. I'm not going to go all into it. The article's right there. But it tells you how to do an Instagram story and how to post links to your shop. So if Instagram's where your people are at, make clickable links for them, because clickable links are incredibly important all throughout. This is why we put backlinks in our listing descriptions. This is why I tell you, do not post your Facebook and Instagram tags in your shop announcement. It's not clickable. Link it up to where it says all your websites on Etsy, and then it's clickable down there. Don't post links to things that are not clickable. Don't post tags to, is that what it's called? When it's social media, it's a tag, right? Tags to your things. Don't post tags when they're not clickable, because people get frustrated, and nobody's going to highlight it, copy it, open the page up, right click, paste it. They're not going to do that. All right, and then they talk also about importing your online store to your Facebook page, which is the first thing I said earlier. So there's more information about that in this article. So this is where I'm kind of doing some research. I'm finding what I want to talk about, but instead of boring you people, which I probably was by mostly reading that past article, but I'm providing you with the tools. You need to take the tools and build something from it. And then as I read more and learn more, I finish reading it, you finish reading it, you ask me questions, I have answers, hopefully. It also shows you how, if your main focus is going to be Pinterest, this shows you how to display your products in a Pinterest showcase, which is for your products to be clicked on and bought. So they show that. They show how to do it on Snapchat in that last link I posted. I don't know anything about Snapchat. The only thing I've ever done with Snapchat is played with my 4-year-old. Like, I don't even know how to add friends on Snapchat. It's really sad. Also, this is another one. I did a lot of reading this morning. This talks about Facebook marketing tips and how you guys need to try to get comfortable, as much as a lot of us are introverts, with posting videos. Because just like it was amazing when we could first start posting pictures in our posts on Facebook, that was a game changer. Now it was a game changer that you could post a video. Now it's a game changer that you can go live. All of these things, we have to keep up with it. It's what people expect from us. You know, I bet Snapchat would be awesome. I should probably look into that. Snapchat with a question mark. Which, yay, I need to learn a new thing. But you guys got to get comfortable shooting videos. I need you guys to do a live. My friend Jace, he does glass bead work. He actually got me into my own shop many, many moons ago. But he'll set up his phone, he'll prop it up, and he's got his torch, and he's working his glass, and people can watch him make beads. And he'll sit there for like an hour doing it. He's not really interacting with people, he's just working, but people find the art of what he does fascinating. Laura Miller, with your beading, your fantastic little mini looms that you've got for your beading Indian style bracelets. Granted, they're not Indian made, so you can't use that stupid hashtag. What age demographic? I have no, I'm going to say millennials, 20s. I'm 30, and I find myself too old for Snapchat, but I've always had like I don't know, it's just never been my thing. But I bet that people would love to sit there and watch you do a Facebook Live, Laura, where you're beading and they'll watch the picture that you're designing. Seriously?
I'm okay.
Watch the pattern that you're making on the bracelet. People would love to watch that. And they're going to see, hey, so-and-so's live on our page, and watch it. And I guarantee you it's going to do good. It says a video on Facebook accounts for just under 1% of all posts. But the crazy thing is that same 1% of posts account for 7.15% of all the reach on the network. And apparently that number is growing. Video posts are dominating social media, with Facebook emerging as YouTube's largest contender for video uploads. So if you haven't started marketing with video on Facebook, now is the time to begin. We should not worry about people watching it. Yeah. Well, no. I have a video that I posted a video of myself making a double septum ring in my About page on Etsy. Can somebody copy me? Yeah. But you know what? If they really want to go out and buy a spool of wire, buy a mandrel, buy a set of pliers, come back and watch my video and copy me instead of spending $3 to buy one, have at it. And I don't care how many times somebody thinks they're going to copy Laura Miller's loom and sit there and do that. Nobody can just look at it and go, oh, I'm going to go buy a loom. Nobody's going to do that. If it's a crochet pattern, then you may want to do one that you don't mind other people knowing, if it's like a simple scarf. But honestly, there is nothing that can't be copied. And it's not just the pattern, and it's not just what can be done with physical materials. You each have a skill. And no matter how bad somebody else wants to copy that skill, they are not going to be able to do it as good as you are. I could crochet a hat. It's going to look like shit, but I could do it. Is it going to be nice and even? No, because every time I try to crochet, I sit there and I tie the knots way too tight. I know how to do it. But I tried making my daughter a scarf, and in the beginning, it was like super scrunched up tight, and then I tried getting a little looser, and then I got too loose, and then I came back and started tightening it again, and it looked like crap. I would have been better off just spending the $40 and paying someone else to do it. Yeah, no, and you have to remember that the way that I think about it to try to get over doing these videos and stuff is it's no different than a phone call. Really. I mean, yes, they can see you. Yes, this is live. But what's the worst thing that's going to happen? Are you going to physically get hurt? Are you going to walk away with a broken arm? Are you going to walk away with less money? Are you going to walk away... You might be a little embarrassed. But why? You are not going to physically get hurt. Worst case scenario, you hang up. So what? No, worst case scenario, you delete the post. And 4 people saw you while you were, fumbling around at first. You're fine. You can do it. That's what my brother hates, making phone calls. Hates. Will not call people. He'd rather email and wait 3 weeks to figure out the sort. I'd rather just call somebody and get it over with. My friend Emma's the same way. She will not make a phone call. She's like, I'm scared. I'm like, of what? What's the worst they're going to do if you ask a question? Worst case scenario, they say no. Are they going to hurt you through the phone? No. Or they're going to hang up on you. Oh no. Call back. You don't hang up on me, I hang up on you. It's all about how you look at it. You will be okay. And you know what? People will probably embrace you for trying to step out of your comfort zone. You're trying to do a video. You guys were super supportive. The first time I did this, I was nervous as all get out. My ears were bright red. My chest was all out in hives. I didn't know, how do you have a one-way conversation? I think I was on for like a whopping 15 minutes. Now I couldn't stay on for a minimum of 15 minutes if my life depended on it. I just learned how to talk to myself. But you guys were so supportive. And you guys encouraged me and were happy that I was being brave and I was trying something new and I was being vulnerable. It's okay. I believe in you guys. There isn't a single one of you that can't do this. And in your head, you might be going, oh, no, there's no way. You're the only one inside your head saying that. Nobody else is saying that about you. You've got this. It's all about determination. Yay! It's okay, Hannah. You can come back and watch me. So it is getting kind of... Oh, I gotta charge my Fitbit. It is getting a little bit late. But I did share some awesome articles with you guys about... This one, has a whole bunch of Facebook stuff. I posted some ways to work on your Instagram. I posted other ways to boost your social media. But while I have you guys, I don't know if some of you saw... Oh, I did? Oh my gosh, I love sounding like Laura. She's my hero. When I grow up, I want to be like Laura. Some of you may have seen that I did a post in the lounge that for the first 10 people, I offered a 45-minute mentor call for the price of 30 minutes. For you viewers only. Only the people. I'm not putting it in the comments. I'm not putting it anywhere else. I'm not typing it out. So it's only for people that are watching me. If you want to get my mentor call, all you have to do is I will post the link. But all you have to do is at checkout, write T as in Tom, and as in Nancy, TT for Tips and Tricks Tuesday. You put that in the notes and you will get 45 minutes for the price of 30. Just for you guys viewers. Just this one video. I'm not doing this on the other videos. It's very limited. And I know it's because it's the 4th of July and I love you guys. And I know that, some of you are busy, but you still took the time to tune in. So any of you guys watching that would like to get a 45-minute mentor call instead of 30, I will post my link, and at checkout, all you have to do is put TNTT for Tips and Tricks Tuesdays, and I will know to boost you up to the 45-minute mark. And then I will contact you on scheduling. Yes, Melissa, I'm so excited. I love talking to you guys, like, so much. So much. It's my absolute favorite part of my job, is talking to you guys. Which isn't really a job, then, if I really like it, huh? But I hope you guys have a fantastic 4th of July. And even those of you that are not in the U.S., Hope you enjoy your fantastic Tuesday. I will be around for maybe 20 more minutes, and then I'm kind of going to be gone for the night. But I'll be back tomorrow if you guys want to tag me, message me, what have you. I love you all, and I appreciate you for taking time out of your day today to talk to me. And I can't wait for next week for us to talk about more social media. All right? I will talk to you guys later. Bye!